If Battlefield 6 isn't launching on your PC due to SecureBoot errors, you need to check and adjust some settings on your PC. This usually involves changing your settings in the BIOS menu, which can be a little daunting. In this video, we'll show you a step-by-step guide for how to do it. SecureBoot is a setting that checks for malicious programs that might load before your operating system does. Enabling this setting makes your computer safer against malicious software, and EA is likely requiring this feature to be enabled in an attempt to limit the scope of potential cheaters and exploiters running software to cheat the game. First, open the system information window by typing msinfo32 into the start menu. Look for SecureBoot state. It needs to be set to on for Battlefield 6 to work. Next, check BIOS mode. It must be set to UEFI. If BIOS mode is not UEFI, this is a limitation from your PC or motherboard manufacturer and can't be fixed without their help. If the BIOS mode is UEFI and the SecureBoot is off, move to step 2. Now, type in disk management into the start menu and run it. Find the disk where Windows is installed, usually labeled C. Right-click the disk number on the left of the Windows C drive in the lower graphics menu, which is likely to be disk 0, and open Properties, then go to the Volumes tab. Look at the partition style. It must be GPT. If it is, you can skip to step 4. If it's not, continue on to step 3. If your disk is not GPT, you'll need to convert it. To convert your disk from MBR to GPT, open Command Prompt as administrator. Run the following commands to validate your disk. MBR to GPT, space, /validate, space, /disk, disk drive letter here, space, /allow full OS. You need to replace the disk drive number with the number for the hard drive where Windows is installed. Again, this is usually the number 0. If validation passes, you can run the conversion command. This is the exact same commands as before, but then for the longer command, you need to replace the /validate command for /convert. Once the conversion is complete, go back to step 2 to confirm the partition style is now GPT. With all of that done, finally you can restart your PC to enter the BIOS setup. You usually do this by pressing the F12 or F2 or delete keys on your keyboard while your computer is booting up, before you see the Windows login screen. Which key you press is different depending on your computer, so just make sure you're reading the menu and just, if all else fails, press all of them and see if this menu comes up. BIOS menus vary by manufacturer, but you'll generally find SecureBoot under Advanced or Security settings. Once you find it, enable SecureBoot. Underneath this, it may also say active or not active. SecureBoot needs to be both enabled and active to work. If you are unable to change it to both enabled and active, look for an option that says Restore Factory Keys or something similar depending on your motherboard. Choosing to restore the factory keys will reboot you back into the BIOS and should make it so that you are now able to set SecureBoot to enabled and have it appear as active as well. Now that it's been enabled, save your settings and exit the BIOS. Now when you return to Windows, you should be able to launch Battlefield 6 without SecureBoot issues. If problems do persist though, contact your motherboard or PC manufacturer for additional help. That's all you need to know for enabling SecureBoot for both the Battlefield 6 beta and the full release. But be sure to check out our wiki for tips for the game as you play across the open beta weekends or once the full game comes out. For all other things Battlefield, gaming and more, stick with IGN.